Most people think their biggest mistake with money was something they did once, a bad purchase, a wrong decision, a moment of weakness. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is this: you don't make a mistake once. You make the same mistake over and over again. And no matter how many times you promise yourself it's the last time, it never is. You tell yourself, this time will be different. I've learned my lesson. I won't fall for it again. But weeks later, you're right back in the same situation, spending too much, saving too little, watching your bank account slowly drop. Until one day, it hits a point that scares you, and that's when you say, okay, now I need to fix this. You start watching videos, reading about saving money, trying to be more responsible, but somehow you end up back in the same cycle again. So what's actually going on? Why do you keep repeating the same patterns, even when you know better? It's not a lack of knowledge, because today, knowledge is everywhere. You've probably seen videos about saving money, investing early, avoiding bad habits. You already know what you should do. But knowing isn't the problem, because if knowledge was enough, you wouldn't still be stuck. The real reason is much deeper. Your brain doesn't learn from logic. It learns from emotion. Think about it. Every time you make a bad financial decision, there's a moment before it, a trigger. Maybe it's stress after a long day, maybe it's boredom, maybe it's seeing someone else living better than you. And in that moment, spending feels right. Not smart, not logical, but right. You just didn't notice it in the moment. And here's where it gets even more dangerous. Every time you repeat the same behavior, you strengthen it like a path in your brain. The more you walk it, the easier it becomes to follow, until one day it feels like that's just who you are. But it's not who you are. It's just a pattern you've practiced. And patterns can be broken, but not the way most people try. Most people rely on motivation. They say, from now on, I'll be disciplined. I just need to try harder. But motivation fades. And when it fades, you're not buying things because you need them. You're buying them because of what they make you feel. Relief, reward, escape. And this idea isn't new. Psychologists have studied this for years. Behavioral experts like Daniel Kahneman showed that people don't make decisions based on logic, but on mental shortcuts and emotions. That's why the same pattern repeats. Your brain connects. Spending equals feeling better, and once that connection is built, it runs automatically. So the next time you say, I don't know why I did that, you actually do. The old pattern comes back. So if motivation isn't the answer, what is awareness? The moment you start noticing your behavior, you interrupt the cycle, not after the mistake, but during it. Next time you feel the urge to spend, pause. Just for a moment. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Stress, boredom, insecurity, comparison? Because once you see the emotion clearly, you create space. And in that space, you finally have a choice. Maybe you still spend, but now it's conscious. And that changes everything, because the more aware you become, the weaker the pattern gets, until one day you respond differently. Not because you forced it, but because you understood it. This is how you stop making the same mistakes. Not by becoming perfect, but by becoming aware. Because the truth is, you were never stuck. You were just repeating something you didn't understand. And now, you do. And if this made you see your behavior differently, then don't ignore it. Because in the next video, we're going one step further. We'll focus on a practical system, the only money-saving plan you'll ever need. A simple, step-by-step method to help you save money consistently, no matter your income or starting point. So if you want a clear structure you can actually follow, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.